Hi there, welcome to Stories Across the Sea with Cam, and welcome to my first official story. So let me just close this door really quickly. I'm at this cool little coffee shop called Ann's Coffee House in Korea, and they give you your own little booth and everything, so this is a pretty nice place, but this has nothing to do with my first story. So I was eating a donkas, which is a pork cutlet here in Korea. It's nice and spicy and really good. Probably made my lips a little red, as you can see. And it reminded me of a story from one of my very first travels, which I will tell you now. So, my very first time that I remember going abroad by myself, it was with a school trip with my high school in my sophomore year of high school in 2008, and it was over Easter vacation, and we went to Italy and to Paris. And in Italy, one of the first nights we were there, we had landed, we were all hungry, so we ate, and what we had for dinner that night was pork knuckle, or pig knuckle, and mine still had hair on it, so I was like, oh, a little grossed out, because I had never had pig knuckle before, but I just, picked off the hairs and I ate it like a proper person, I didn't want to offend anybody, so I just ate it. Anyway, I went ahead and ate that, this hairy pig knuckle, which I picked the hairs off and just kind of ate around the whatever. The next morning we had cornflakes with warm milk. So between the hairy pig knuckle and these cornflakes with warm milk, on the bus ride here in Italy, this was like right in the middle of Rome, I was starting to get a little queasy in the back of the bus. So I went up and I started to ask the people, my chaperones, I was like, because I wanted a barf bag, and I was like, excuse me, do you have a... I didn't even get to finish. I went to the front of the bus, and there was a little bar, and I went over the bar, and I just hurled, and I was like, whoa! But that's not even the worst part. Not only did I puke in front of all of these people, my high school and like another high school or two that had joined us from Maryland or something, but below the bar, there was our bald bus driver who was sitting right there. So when I puked over the bar, there was our poor bus driver, and guess what he had dripping down his head? My vomit, you guessed it. And he pulled over the bus, and one of the moms had to come off the bus with me and the bus driver. She had baby wipes on her, she baby wiped me down, she baby wiped him down, and I was like, oh, and everybody was looking at me out the bus, and I was so embarrassed. And that's not even the worst part. So that had come and gone and went, and I thought, okay, this is finished. What happens in Rome stays in Rome. No, my principal at the time came back to the high school, and somebody who wasn't even on the trip came up to me, and they were like, okay, I heard you puked on the bus driver. And I was like, who told you that? And they were like, insert name of principal here. And I was like, that story was never supposed to happen. Period. Never supposed to come home. So you guys have heard one of my first stories from abroad, and I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's a little gross, but there are less gross stories in the coming. So please go ahead, like, subscribe, and share away if this made you laugh, or if you have any other interesting or gross stories that have happened to you. Please comment them below, and I will try to make sure to read through every single one and maybe even comment back. Alright, thank you very much. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you. Cheers.